Ready to Market. I'm here with Mark Kohler. He is a CPA, tax attorney, radio show host, and the author of Lawyers Are Liars. Tell me about this title.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes. Very shocking title.
Yes.
It's not an accusation. It's certainly more of a discussion point. There's a lot of people out there getting taken advantage of on when they invest into real estate, how they should hold the property, how to protect their assets. So I had to write a book. I had so many clients getting taken advantage of. The book really does dispel a lot of the myths, the lies, and tells you how to protect your assets when you're investing in real estate.
During this tough economic time, what are some of those assets that we really need to concentrate and say, hey, this is something that I really need to protect as an average family or businessman or businesswoman?
Well, you bet. Well, great question, especially with you being in real estate. One of our greatest assets is our own home, and then when we buy second homes or investment property, it's absolutely critical that you structure your property in the right type of entity. Please try to stay away from the C corporation or S corporation when you're investing in real estate. Real estate can generally be held in a limited liability company or LLC, and that's definitely one of our most valuable assets. So in today's economy, if you're coming to the United States to buy real estate, or you live here already and you're investing, it's so important to protect it properly. There's a lot of wolves out there in sheep's clothing that want to take advantage of you, take your property away from you, and in case there's an accident or some sort of lawsuit, you just got to be very, very much on your guard.
So it's also important to have the right insurance coverage when we're talking about assets as well.
Oh yeah, just because you get the right structure doesn't mean that you can avoid insurance. You know, they go hand in hand. Insurance is just as important as having the right type of entity to hold your assets. So please, when you see an insurance agent say, oh, you know, stay away from the entities, you don't need an LLC, just buy more insurance. I don't know if that's the right advice. And then also if you have a lawyer that's saying, oh, just set up your structure and you can avoid insurance, that's not wise either. I think a good balance of both, good structuring and getting quality insurance, really gives you two layers of protection. So if there's an accident or again a claim or some sort of a problem, you've got two things to fall back on to really protect your assets.
When somebody is going out and wants to find an attorney or a tax lawyer, what should they look for? What kind of questions should they ask?
Well, great question. And this is why I wrote a book. I want many of you, if you're just venturing into real estate or into small business and you've had a business for years and you don't know how to structure it, please pick up a copy of my book. You can go to lawyersareliars.com, Amazon, just type in Lawyers Are Liars and it'll come right up. The reason why I say that is I go through a lot of the scary parts of investing, what things you should look out for, and then what things you should be doing. Once you just peruse the book, once you even just know a little bit about the topic, when you go out to interview an attorney, you can say, hey, what do you think about land trusts? Or what do you think about a C corporation? Or how do I best protect my home? What's the homestead exemption about? You know, when you ask some of those questions, if they look like a deer in headlights and they don't know the answer, and you know the answer because you've read my book, you might have the wrong attorney.
Right, that's so true.
So get out there, learn enough that you can be the captain of your own ship. Then you can interview and find the right person with that. So spend 20 or 30 bucks, get the book, and then you're off and running.
I read a little bit about 1031 exchanges. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what that is?
You bet. 1031 exchanges are a great tax strategy of exchanging one property that you have a built-in gain. So you're going to sell this property and pay taxes. Why not exchange it for another piece of property? You can sell one property and buy three. You can sell three and buy one. You just have to structure it properly, and the code section 1031 is a great way to do that.
Great. Is that only for investment properties, or can it be for their primary residence?
It's just for investment properties. Okay. But when it comes to your primary residence, we have a wonderful tax benefit of the sale of home exemption. So when you sell your personal residence, you can exclude up to $250,000 of gain if you're single, $500,000 if you're married. So if it's your primary residence, there is some, you know, there is a way to save taxes through the sale of home exemption. If you're doing investment property, we love the 1031 exchange or a kind of an installment sale. You can carry the paper. There's all sorts of strategies. Call me. You'll love it.
Kohler, CPA and tax attorney. And Mark, we have a few more questions for you. Do you have to be rich in order to begin protecting your assets?
Absolutely not. I mean, anybody that has any assets at all can do some basic things to help protect them from in the event of a lawsuit or some sort of claim or cause of action. So please don't think you have to be rich to just do a few basic strategies. I think whether it's owning your own home, purchasing a car, your retirement plan. As you start to build wealth, of course things are going to get a little more complex. But again, through my book, I highlight different basic things you can do, and the more wealth you build, the little more complex things might get. But you know, be careful out there. That's one of the scams I point out in the beginning of the book, are people that sell you everything. You know, you're just getting started and they sell you a bunch of garbage you don't need. Especially if you're coming to the U.S. to invest in assets. Be careful of the companies that want to sell you a ton of garbage and charge you a lot of money. Keep it simple. Find an attorney that's going to charge you just what they charge any other U.S. citizen, and be safe. It's just very, very important.
Okay, well, any final words maybe for not only the foreign investor, but people that are actually here, and maybe somebody even starting a new family?
You bet. The important thing I'd say to everybody is get out there and just learn a little bit on this. As Americans, we tend to, and I'm the same way, you know, I tend to, watch TV at night for 2 or 3 hours and just want to turn off mentally. But I challenge you, try to read a little something every night in a new good book. You know, hopefully my book here, Lawyers or Liars, you'll pick up a copy, and it can really help you in your investing and your small business needs for your family. Go to our website, lawyersOrliars.com. I've got a video there of why I wrote the book. You can order a copy if you want. But the important thing that I challenge all of you is to keep learning. There's a lot of good education out there. Don't give up on it. Just do the basics, and pretty soon you'll find out 5-10 years from now, you do have a nest egg, and you're taking care of it.
There's a wealth of information in this book. Lawyers are liars. It's great to have you here today. Any final words?
Oh, thanks for having me. I truly appreciate it. Get out there and buy real estate.
Yes.
Get out there and invest. There's so many good things out there. It's a buyer's market. And just continue your education. You'll find out if you don't do anything, you're going to be in the same spot 2 or 3 years from now.
So true.
Just get out there and start investing. Find the right advisors. I know that you're looking out for your clients. You're going to put them with the right team members. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you.
I promise you this will save you money and help you and your clients.
Thank you so much. You also can get more information about Mark in his book on thereadytomarketshow.com. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.